Ebusiamu obi akwaba. Eye lawyer Kweku Ansasari, our ye former director for Ghana School of Law, at to be the amani afenyo marking. Na ninyina ne say, ninyina say ndra na afenyo marking ne the 88 NPP MP se kopie mu Yoko office. Ninyina so mu demand say Yoko and release Chama Wontumi because wa shame for the past 3 days. Into mu release no because bail condition na Yoko for setting the amount to 50 million Ghana cedis no. Enya de say Wontumi benya into mu release no. Anya sa ndra no ombetena a form ewo Yoko premises wakopim so be release Wontumi. Ewi ase no Yoko for release Wontumi ba afenyo marking ne MPs no obi afa ni we ko ni fie. Na no na lawyer Kweku Ansasari ekopie mu TV so ena odi tu dwa say ensem na afenyo marking ana de afenyo marking ni MPP for koyeye no sebio eyensem hu ni nyina ne say o se Wontumi claim so wuska Wontumi betena TV so the gold bars ebegu TV so o se edu ba bi ko so okoto Chelsea nyina enti ache so obi okoto Chelsea obi o the gold bars begu TV so obi o so wuska sni Ibrahim Muhammad ye 50 million Ghana cedi shouldn't be any money for him. I want to meet ache so want to meet the bail condition enti sebio ensem afenyo marking MPs ne yen sabi ensem hu mumi enkwara ensem eye lawyer Kweku Ansasari former director of Ghana School of Law edituja mumi enkwati
about the grievousness of the charges or excuse me the accusations that the Deputy Attorney General has made. He tells us that Chairman Wontumi is not only subject of local investigations but also international investigations connected to cross-border crimes, so to speak. He's also being investigated concurrently locally between agencies for fraud, causing financial loss to the state, and money laundering. These are very grievous, aren't they?
Who has caused financial loss?
Chairman Wontumi, allegedly.
Chairman Wontumi.
Yes, that is the accusation.
We haven't had, that having ready, all that I've heard is, enjoy news and what I watch on your screen. Now, if the person is about the conditions imposed, my view is that the 50 million is not excessive, to a person like Chairman Wontumi, who at one time used to brandish gold bars to indicate, his work in society. And I don't think 50 million day bond is excessive for somebody who owns Akonda mining. So I disagree with those who are saying that it is too excessive and violation of Chairman Wontumi's fundamental human rights.
Indeed.
On the contrary.
Lawyer, I think you may have got me wrong, perhaps because you can't hear me properly. But I am asking your opinion on the accusations now revealed by the Deputy Attorney General. He says that Chairman Wontumi is under investigation for fraud, for money laundering, and for causing financial loss to the state. At the same time, he is also a person of interest in cross-border crime, and that is why Yoko is working with some global investigative or law enforcement bodies. And I'm asking, for a person to be accused of such serious crimes, there's got to be a story behind it, and I was hoping that you could share with us how serious such an accusation is.
Well, the Attorney General is responsible for initiating and prosecution of such offenses. And if Yoko has arrested Chairman Wontumi and filed such charges against him, the Attorney General, is well versed with the facts. So they know best, why Yoko, has arrested Chairman Wontumi and has called him before the investigative authority. I don't think that it's a ruse. There must be some substance in it, and if anyone is in doubt, the courts are there, to go and test the correctness of the charges.
I see, lawyer. We'll leave the accusations there because at this point, that is all we know about why Iyoko has been keeping Chairman Wontumi. But I do want to connect the two, because if these are really serious accusations, would you think that that is why perhaps the bail condition is also so high?
I don't think the bail condition is too high. Cross-border crime is cross-border crime. Causing financial loss is causing financial loss. If the particulars of the charges, can be proven, I don't see, why Chairman Wontumi and his team of lawyers, be accusing the Attorney General and his outfit, that the thing is too excessive. Let them go to court. That is a place to go and test whether a bond is excessive or not. If it is too excessive, it can be reviewed. There's always an order one can obtain for a variation, of excessive bonds.
I see, lawyer.
Bonds, yes.
Very well. I'll have you explain that in a bit, but since you've sped up into the second phase of our conversation, let's get right into it, because we also know that the minority is making calls for Chairman Wontumi's immediate release as they demand a review of his bail conditions. We can get into that right now, because tonight the Minority Caucus members end a sit-in protest on the frontage of Iyoko's offices here in Accra. The MPs sat on the ground demanding a review of Chairman Wontumi's bail and his immediate discharge. The sit-in was preceded by a walkout in Parliament, where the leader of the side, Alexander Apenyo-Makin, made the first call. Let's take a listen.
Iyoko, without delay, must revoke and vary that onerous bail condition. The man is still in the hospital. You are demanding 50 million worth of property. Yesterday, when one surety got there, they now said that the person to go and do inspection has closed. It's not available. You go there at 10 o'clock, they say it's not available. Mr. Speaker, we should not do this to ourselves until Iyoko is able to do the right thing. We, the MPP side, however our numbers, will protest by absenting ourselves from proceedings of this house and join him. We are all going to sleep there with him, and we are not going to ask for any property. We don't have 50 million worth of properties. Where is he going to get it from? That go and bring landed documents.
Now, according to him, the bail condition is just to punish Wontumi, and if the situation persists, the caucus may be forced to absent themselves from parliamentary proceedings. Now, that position was echoed when they gathered at Iyoko's offices.
I don't think that the exercise of discretion has been abused by Iyoko at all. I haven't read the particulars of the charges, but I don't think that Chairman Wontumi's position is that there is an abuse of the exercise of discretion. I think from what you have read and seen on your television screen, he and his lawyers are saying that the bail conditions are excessive. And for me, the bail conditions are excessive. So what they are saying is that if Iyoko has imposed 50 million, which Chairman Wontumi finds excessive, then it is an abuse of the discretion, in deciding whether or not, to impose 50 million or 10 million or 10% of whatever. But if they have any such challenges, the first way to go is the court. They cannot go and sit on the floor, of Parliament or Iyoko, offices and hope, that something or anything good can come of it. If there are challenges, they should file an application for bail and, couple it with an order for revision or variation of the bail bond. That is, what they are reasonably expected to do. What they are doing now, to me, is a waste of the taxpayers' hard-earned money. They go there. We are paying them to legislate. We are not paying them to go and sit on the floor, and cry foul over what is happening to, Chairman Wontumi. I think that, they are rather abusing the discretion, do themselves, enacted in Article 296 of the Constitution. They are legislated, and they know that, what they are doing is contrary to the law. If they can point to any rule, any fundamental human right of Chairman Wontumi that has been downheld by Yoko, then they can attract sympathy. But so far, they have not been able to point to the violation of the fundamental human right of Chairman Wontumi, except that the 50 million bail, bond is excessive.
So as it stands now, as things are now, Yoko hasn't abused its powers. That is your position.
Yeah, that's it.
I see.
They haven't violated the fundamental human rights. If they think so, let them, test the correctness of Yoko's position, before a court of competent jurisdiction.
Right. But if they were to go to court, if they were to go to court to have the bail conditions varied, we're looking at what, 3 days for that to go through the entire process. That's also three more nights for Chairman Wontumi in the custody of Yoko, isn't it?
Well, they can dialogue with the Yoko officials, and avail themselves of whatever opportunity Yoko can, give them. But, my sister, the truth of the matter is both parties don't want, to believe is the fact that this is a tit-for-tat game. And I've said that people have nonsense, you can't condemn. The other thing that is going on now is simply payback time. The NPC gave it to the NDC. The NDC are now in power, and they are paying them back. So good for good. Just back.
Very well, lawyer. Lawyer, we'll leave it here for now. Thank you so much for talking.